afternoon. So today we are having a very important personality in the church and also in the society. So Father Jerry is known to most of the people, especially those who are studying, doing research, NGOs, and those who really get needed motivation like that. We have a very nice personality. And about Father Jerry, we have to tell three important things. Many are there. Just for your sake, I will tell you. He has done research on Periyar. So he has written a book, Manidam. So he has done a research on Periyar, and that he has done his doctoral thesis also. So that is one aspect where he has analyzed how the Dravidian movement and how the people are able to understand the nuances of Dravidian movement. So that is one background with which we can see Father Jerry. Second background is that he is a Jesuit. You know that Loyola College, St. Joseph's, all these colleges are run by Jesuits. And the father is also a Jesuit. And he is known among the Jesuits. And also he is also holding posts international level in the Jesuit congregation. He goes around throughout the world and to give talks. And also he has Jeevan, still your editor for? Yeah. Okay. So like that, a lot of international magazines, he contributes and edits. So Jesuits have a lot of reverence to Father Jerry. He has not held any positions in the big way, but he has done all the works in the grassroots level. So that is his beauty. He will go to any extent to any people and reach them out, and then he will be able to communicate to them. He will be communicating to the doctors, scientists, and also to the children and the downtrodden. So that is the ability of Father Jerry. So we were taught by him and we were disciples of him. All that we are really proud of him. The third important thing is his personality. You must know his personality because a lot of us preach, but we don't practice. He preaches and practices. And three things I would like to say about his practices. One is he has given the blood donation. Blood donation, I think around 70 or 100, you have gone up to 100. 224 times he has given blood donation. Give him a big clap. 224 times. So that is the practice. What he preaches, he practices. That is one. And second one, he never wears slippers. Always. Even in the hot sun, he walks. Just now, I sent Jerry because I sent Raymond to pick him up. But meanwhile, he came in a different way and reached here. So that way, from he entered into the congregation, he never wore the slippers till now. In the sense that he would like to be with the people and he wants to always travel like people, those people who are really downtrodden. And the third one, the personality, simple things only, but very important thing, he has only 2 pairs of shirts and pants, only 2 pairs. He will wash and he will wear that. So that's such a simple personality, but lot of intellect and lot of research and the heart for the people. So I thought because you are all going to be civil servants, going to work for the society, and especially to the people and also the people who are suffering, the downtrodden, he will be the right person to motivate you. So I have requested him to motivate you for your studies and also for your aim. So he is the best, and Father has come over here. We are very fortunate to have him here, and we welcome Father Jerry into our midst. At least it will be.
Quite delighted, very much delighted very much delighted to stand before you this hour. Let us give ourselves a thunderous clap, yeah? Round of applause. At the very outset, I salute you, I congratulate you, I applaud you, appreciate you for joining this institute so that eventually you will become servants for the wider society. You may be coming from various quarters, various families, and various backdrops, and various languages, various cultures, and various civilizations, even various ideologies. Once you have come over here, you need to acquire and procure a certain sociological and cosmological viewpoint and vision for your future. There I salute you. There I really appreciate you for joining this institute and thereby come over here to go through the process. Anyhow, yesterday, I have got 5 thoughts to share with you within this 1 hour. And what's the time now? Say any time. 2:09. When it comes to 2:25, kindly raise the hand. I have to close the shop. End my session. Not now, 2:20, 2:55. And you're coming to that one, no? Within this short span of time, 1 hour, I wish and I have come prepared to place before you 5 M's. How many? 5 M's. But before I launch into that one, I like to know, refer to an event that took place just yesterday. I don't know whether any one of you was present there. Our Archbishop George Antoniswamy, yesterday about 11:30, was giving the talk at the Cathedral School, just in front of the Santam Cathedral. He made a mention about this academy. I am now working in a parish as an associate pastor in Pudupet, St. Anthony's Parish. So yesterday morning, 6:15, I celebrated English Mass, 8 o'clock Tamil Eucharistic Liturgy. Immediately took the bus, 27D, came over here by 10:30. Archbishop came little later. He was 1 hour late. But he had other programs. I have nothing to complain. Don't report the matter to him. Just keep the matter to ourselves. Now look at the detail. Look at the detail. 11:30 when he gave a really fantastic talk. And there he even mentioned about your Father El Sebastian. Even he looked for you. He looked for you. Is he here? He said. And then, but anyhow, he put the point across that I want to share with you. Anyone came yesterday for that program? August the 10th. That's a black day. Back in the 1950 President, what you call order, where what you call it, SC list has been redrafted. That's a different story. I don't want to get into that one at this particular juncture. But I know none of you came. Okay? Then we take what I'm going to share. I can even tell you more than what Archbishop said, since you were not there. But anyhow, I have to tell you what he said. That is nothing but this one. We are looking forward to a new future. And the JDAX Academy is preparing for that one. And they are Academy of Excellence. And we are really on it, in it, and much more over than what our own time and space. Because they were references. Namely, at this particular juncture, we are not really up. He said, okay, we may not be up as we expected, as we wish to be. But things are going to happen. And tomorrows are going to be sunnier and brighter and better. And he said, the JDAX Academy is preparing people. Give a big clap for Archbishop, yeah? Tomorrow I got a meeting with him. I report the matter to him. Before you report about me, I will report about you. And I would say that they were not there, but great of you to mention about this Academy of Excellence. From there, I move on. I said I have come prepared with the 5 M's. The first one, MOTTO. What is that one? Say it. Say it. MOTTO. What does it mean? What does it mean? What does it mean? Certainly, without MOTTO, motto, you won't be here. Something is certainly would have pushed you, and you got into this campus, and you're going through the process. In case you do not have this high tide, You need to really possess MOTTO. That is, what does it mean? This side, group number 1. Anybody from this side? Nobody. Group number 2 is here. I'm controlling them. So that group number 1 will have the priority. I know. At 2:15 afternoon, this is not the best time to ask questions. I know you do not expect that I will conduct the interview. But still I know, as a part-time professor, faculty member, I know afternoon is the best time to ask questions. Just to keep you awake and alert and smart and shrewd. I'd ask the question, you can answer anything. What is motto? Yes? Purpose. What's your good name, dear? Give a, okay, Eka. Coming from where? Jharkhand? Well, which part of Jharkhand? Oh, you came there last year. You were not there. Now I know you came all the way to see me. Ah! Give her a big clap. Yeah, excellent answer. Good. We need to have a purpose, a focus. And Father Sebastian told me a couple of days I came for some other program. He called me months back. I could not allow time. And then accordingly, David Australia came in, I said, Monday, if you want, I can come for your wine. And then I asked him on what I have to talk on. He gave 2-3 points, and one was focus. And he used the word focus. Yeka, what's your good name, you said? Alka. I will come after the section to get the spelling. And you simply say Yeka. I know that is your community name. Still, okay. Yeka said it's a purpose. But we need to have a purpose, focus, motto, vision, if not a dream for the future. Each one and everyone should entertain something thinking ahead of 2025. You should really ask yourself what you should have achieved by the time they come to the central or midpoint of this century, that is 2050. You are talking there 2025. Another 25 years to go. And at that time, you should be delighted that you achieved more than what you thought in terms of motto or focus or purpose. That's what I wish you. Here, I like to now give you an example. And when I was getting ready for this session this morning, that particular person came to my mind. I like to mention the name, and I will ask group number 2 here. And you say, who is that particular person? I mention the name. You give the ID order of that particular person. Okay, group number 2. Yes, sir, very good. Rajinikanth. Who is that? Actor, superstar. This side. Rajinikanth. I think got a little heart. That Rajinikanth. I'm not talking about your Rajinikanth. I'm talking about some other Rajinikanth. Because see, heart beats. Rajinikanth, actor, superstar, this side, how come? Yeah, I know you have got answer. I'm coming. I know. He's opening, closing. Now, after the who is Rajinikanth? Actor, say anything more. Actor, superstar.
His latest movie coming, Coolie.
Who asked this one? He giving me advertisement. A latest movie is coming called Coolie. I think Rajinikanth has appointed him as a publicity. I don't think so. Publicity is part of the curriculum here. But anyhow, you kindly inaugurate another department. You will be the HOD of publicity. Good. But now I have not come all the way to talk about that Rajinikanth. In my humble, simple opinion, don't report his fans or to him. That is duplicate Rajinikanth. His name was not Rajinikanth, Sivajano. And he was changed to Rajinikanth, different story. I'm referring to a young fellow, just 29 years, living in our own time. This man is, I think, 67 or 72. You know, they gave everything, detail. But he coming to this world, I think it's 70 plus. I'm talking about a young fellow. I'm 29. This morning I was getting ready for this particular session, and that particular personality came to my mind. And I am going to give the story or the parable, a living episode in brief, because that will set the ball rolling in terms of my 5 M's. The first one, motto, I'm beginning, but let me refer to the living episode. He's still alive, he's now 29, and he belongs to the state of Maharashtra, and that is about 70 kilometers from the city of Pune. When he knew he was there, he knew he's fatherless, father departed long ago. His only one son, only one child. The mother widow worked here and there, and then collected money here and there, and fetched money here and there, and then accordingly made that Rajinikanth, that is genuine true Rajinikanth. Emily made him get educated and employed and whatnot. Now about 7 years ago, look at the detail. 7 years, sorry, not 7, 6 years ago, when he completed his studies, when he applied, the government of Maharashtra, Department of Education, immediately gave him an appointment. He was delighted. And the mother was tremendously delighted. All our labors have now come to that level that he could get the appointment immediately because of his academic brilliance. And he had just finished his studies and he got the appointment. As what? To begin with, as a teacher. Where? In a school. And the school is where? He himself about 70 kilometers from Pune city. From there, he has to travel 51 kilometers. 51 kilometers. Look at another detail. Even the 51 kilometers and 37 kilometers, he can go by bus. Public transport available. For that also, again, he has to take 2 buses. No single bus has called running up and down. That means another, that is totally 51 kilometers. And the 2 buses will take him only to 37 kilometers. How many kilometers are left? Say it. 14. He has to run, walk to reach the place. It's not at all a joke. According to what happened, morning 6:30 he has to leave home. And the village buses are not quite frequent. If he misses a bus, he has to now wait for another half an hour, 45 minutes. In that particular scenario, that he has to leave by 6, sometimes 6:20, 30. That's what he now reports. Because he came to the limelight just 2 years ago. I got the cuttings, but I have no time to know, look for the papers. But you can see it in the YouTube. All the details are available. But I'm now going to put it in brief and short, impress upon you. At the end of my session, even if you remember, even if you cannot remember the 5 M's, but this one good enough. Even if you think of Rajinikanth, ask yourself. If Rajinikanth can do, why not you? Why not I? Why not we? That should be the motto and motivation. And it's rather, I am there at your service to give this particular information so that you will go through self-motivation. You have to motivate yourself. I am highly motivated by this Rajinikanth. Again, I'm not talking about the other Rajinikanth whom you think of. Whereas I'm talking about this Rajinikanth. I am solidly more than double the age of that particular gentleman. But he inspires me. Why? Morning 6:30, and he will take the bus, 2 buses. Then he goes over there, then walks up and down. Well, the first one way, 14 kilometers. By the time he reaches, it will be 9 o'clock. Then everything he does it for the school. And then 9:30, school starts till 4:30. Afterwards, he will be with the children and whatnot. Then afterwards, 5 o'clock, back home, 8 o'clock. And about 4 years ago, he got married. Though the information was out only 2 years ago. 4 years ago, he got married. And a girl child was born. But now look at the detail. In course of time, he saw that particular school is not well constructed. But it has no, what we call it, anything of educational assistance or education aids. So what he did was, all along that, yes, the minister even today is still there. I do not know exactly, but let me come to the point. Namely that he used to spend about 25% of his monthly salary for furnishing and refurnishing, renovating the school. And he put up a smart board and put up a solar system and prepared a garden prepare a playground, and then he made also furnitures, etc., etc. It can go on. In the meantime, he also bought a motorbike, left it at the 37 kilometer, and so that the 14 kilometer he can cover by that one. Still, he has to leave at least by 6:30, if not 7 o'clock, because the buses are not frequent. I can go on. In the meantime, he was doing that one, made the school quiet paka. And he had that motivation. He had that particular purpose. He had that particular motto. Though he's only a teacher, it's a government school. He got the appointment. And he had applied, I think, here and there, but the government did not respond. Because it's a remote area. Coming to that one. At the end of 4 years ago, got also married. After he also fathered a girl child. Now look at this detail. By the time he leaves at 6:30, 7 o'clock, the child is still sleeping. By the time he comes at 8, 8:30, and the child is still sleeping. He could not spend the time with his daughter. Only Sunday or holidays is only time. But anyhow, 2 years ago, how he became famous. And it is now found in media. I only go through what we call it, newspapers and journals. I got cuttings. Because I don't know whether I can tell you, I don't have mobile. Even now, I don't have mobile. In order to keep myself quite busy. No laptop. No mobile, no laptop. Everything only through what you call email. But anyhow, so I read the magazines, papers, I keep update myself. So 2 years ago, when I read this one, I could not believe. Then I checked here and there. Then I noticed true. That means so 2 years ago, he was transferred by the Department of Education or the government of Maharashtra to a city school. Anybody, Tom, Jerry, Terry, would have jumped at that one. Going for 3 hours in the morning, 3 hours in the afternoon, evening, to come back home. So 5 to 6 hours per day, just for the travel. And spending about 25% of his monthly salary for the renovation of the school. And leaving the young wife, and much more the daughter just 1 year. And mother is still alive, and the mother is there. But he was so busy, but anyhow, anybody would have jumped. And would have been grateful to God for giving the transfer to a convenient and conducive and comfortable school in a city area. But he did not accept. That's the way he becomes superstar. More than actor that you can think of. He put a petition to the Department of Education. He said, I like to know who will be taking my place. I like to get an assurance that he will continue what I am doing in one way or other. The person who takes my place, he or she, does not need to Xerox me, but he knew something has to be continued. I have put my heart and soul for 5 plus years, 5 years and more. I don't want to leave it as such. I had a purpose, I had a goal, I had a focus, I had a motto, and I have put in my heart and soul, passionately. And I don't want to leave simply because you give the order. I like to check the person. If the person has got certain determination, certain direction, if not certain dedication, I'll be delighted to leave. I will be happy to leave. Hand over the charge. Otherwise, I won't. I tell you, simply unimaginable in the modernized world of today, in the globalized world of today, privatized world of today, liberalized world of today, digitalized world of today. Somebody who was working for 5 years and more in a village area, when he got transferred by the government of Maharashtra to not to accept it and challenge the department, he needs certain dil. He had a dil on the one side of the coin, on the other side of the coin. He challenged the department. And the department replied to him, you are not here to give us instruction, accept the order, leave the place. Who comes? That is our responsibility. We don't need to present the person to you. You are transferred after 5 years. You are accepting the order, leaving the place. Now I ask group number 1, if you were in the place of Rajalinga, the teacher, what you would have done at that particular juncture? Somebody says here. Just make a guess. Even a wild or a mild guess. What you would have done? If not, Guru number 2 is ready. Shall I ask Guru number 2? Thank you so much for your generosity and permission. I appreciate you. Because she said, okay, ask the second Guru. What's your name, dear? Oh, blah. Now comes Guru number 2. What you would have done if you were in the place of Rajinikanth in this particular context and scenario? Yes? Huh?
Probably I will get transferred.
Good. What's your good name?
Admin.
Huh?
Admin.
Admin. Admin. ADWIN. Admin. And admin says, I will accept the transfer. More than that, admin may not be able to put up a show. I salute you, but anyhow, I will salute Rajinikanth very much. Why? He did not consult you. If only I consulted you, you would have said, accept the transfer and go. But now, only Guru number 3 is there because I have to conclude my session. So 3, shall I give the answer? What he did? Shall I? Shall I? Thank you so much for your generosity and magnanimity. Now, I thought when I asked the second time, shall I? I thought you would accept the bargain. Why are you saying? We are doing. Why? I am not a student, a member of this JD Academy. And your Academy of Excellence. I thought you will prove your mettle and manifest your excellence. But you are pushing the ball to group number 3. Anyhow, saluting you for your generosity and sacrifice. Now I have to tell you what happened. Shall I? Further, you challenge the Department of Education. If he insists on this one, I will file a case in the High Court of Mumbai. Challenge this order. I have got a purpose, I have got a motto, I have got a focus, and you are now coming and diverting me. I will challenge you in the court. Give me a big clap here, Rajinikanth. Give me a big clap. When we end it, you will see, I will sum up everything in terms of 5 M's. And the other 2, and then he became so famous. When he issued, it became the public domain come to know. And 2 years ago, I followed at the time Times of India. There were 3 write-ups on Rajinikanth. Then only that, what you call it, even his own, the wife came to know. He had got a transfer, is not accepting papers, others started talking about it. But anyhow, I can go on. I want to come to the final point. When the news persons and the journalists came to know all these details about this particular teacher, a village school teacher, and a middle school teacher, and Rajinikanth, and they went over to the very school to see the renovation that they had done over there, etc., etc. They were simply tremendously impressed with the work that they had done there, over there, really in the village area, to make a kind of a smart school and a lovely playground, and also what you call it, a garden, etc., etc. Quite impressive. And the news persons and what you call it, journalists, media persons who went over there, they were simply taken up by this particular service done by Rajinikanth. Now I have to ask group number, which group now? Group number 2. Really? Group number 2 is thrilling with the answers. Even before I ask the question, they are raising their hand. That means they have got plenty of answers, anything to be supplied as by my question. Good. Now, when they went over and they were impressed by the performance, at the same time, and they were asking how many students are studying there. This is the easiest question, yeah? Say any number. Below 50. How come Admin, you are giving all the answers below 50? Give me a big clap again. Because it's a very nice way of, a very shrewd way of answering. I am asking for a number, but it's giving me choices. Now I have to go and search for the answer. And the means below 50 means 50 choices are available. You start with 1, end with 50. By the time I count all the 50, even what I got will go. Anyhow, I really appreciate you. Guru number 1. Any number that you can guess. I don't know. You went to search for me. I should have waited for you, then I would have tackled you then and there. I missed the opportunity. But anyhow, he says, below 50 this time. I really like the Guru number 1. They want to prove their metal much better than Guru number 2. He asked me, what did they say? Below 50. Okay, above 50. Anyhow, above 50, I'm asking you, but now I have to ask both the groups. Above 50, what is the limit that side? Uh, 50,000, huh? You showed me like this. Huh? 100. But I am counting 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. He shows me this one. I ask how many? 100. I really appreciate your creativity. What's your good name, dear? Huh?
Ajnesh.
Ajinish. Huh?
Ajnesh.
Oh, little coming close to Rajinish. Very good. Give him a big clap, yeah. Because what he said was not exact, but his body language was very good. I asked, what is that? 100. Good. Now, shall I give you? Shall I give you? Only one student. Only one student. And there, Edwin was correct, below 50. The news person get shocked and stunned. Shocked and stunned for one student. You are coming 6 hours a day. For one student, you're leaving your wife and a daughter at home and spending your time round the clock. For one student, you spend about 25% of your monthly salary. For one student, that you are putting your heart and soul and challenging the Department of Education of the government of Maharashtra. For one student, what a fight that you have launched. How come one student? One student. Now I had asked Guru number 1. When they say one student, all these things, what would have been the response given by the teacher, Rajinish? I say it, anybody coming anywhere closer, I suggest to Father Sebastian that you should be given double promotion. Anything, because you kindly don't forget the point. Namely, we are now talking on motto, focus, purpose. One student. How come, sir? You are now investing yourself and committing yourself so passionately for one student. What would have been the response given by Raju? Guru number 1? Yes, somebody saying something here. I know you got answer. When I go there, you answer. Eh? Because when I come here, she says the other group. Yes? For the child education. But give her a big clap. Give her a big clap. Give her a big clap. Guru number 2. Guru number 2. I can give you 80 marks. Yes?
It is his responsibility, so...
This is my responsibility. Whether that is 1 or 2, but I have to give myself 90 marks. What's your name? Rishika. Very good. 90. You said something. You yes, sir, to whatever she said, yes, sir. I thought you said something. Oh, you said and she said. Okay. Then I really gave 90. I will give you some grace mark. 92. Because you prompted. And the prompting have to be appreciated and acknowledged. 92. Anybody else? What would have been his response? By the way, I could say myself, but I am following this methodology. I am following this pedagogy. And you can even ask for the Sebastian was my student. I do this exercise. Because if I give everything myself, it will be an information. Look at my detail. But if you ask the question and you are answering, though we are taking some time, that is your formation, transformation. Let me say, so I use the word, you put on Rajinish, Rajinikanth. and think more. And in terms of motto, this formation. If I now said all this, I myself give the answer. As I say, it will be only an, what you call, it's a news. But whereas now, when you know probe and make a search, come out with the answer, whether correct or not, that means you're investigating and you're going through a process of transformation. Good? Anybody? 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 Yes, welcome, dear.
ஒரு குழந்தை படிக்குதுன்னா இந்த குழந்தையால மத்தவங்களும் வரணும் அப்படின்னு நினைப்பாங்க. அந்த குழந்தை ஒரு இடத்தை சாதிக்கும் போது அந்த இடத்தை நான் மத்தவங்களுக்கு ஒரு
வெறி வரும். நல்ல வார்த்தை, கையை தட்டுங்க. அது ஒரு பிள்ளை படிக்குதுன்னா உங்க பேர் என்னப்பா? அபிஷா. பா, சூப்பர் நேம். அபிஷா. அபிஷா சொன்னாங்க ஒரு புள்ள படிக்குதுன்னா அவங்க சொன்ன ஸ்டைலியே நான் சொல்லணும். அந்த இன்டர்நேஷனல் கொள்ளும் ஒரு புள்ள படிக்குதுன்னா அந்த அதை பார்த்து மற்றவங்களும் அப்படி படிக்க முன்னேறணும். 98 marks. I'm saying because I got other points to share with you. So I kindly give me permission to group number 3 to go ahead. Okay, you want to give? Why not? Permitted, By the way, wherever I go, please come along with me. I need somebody like this. First, now he says, I said, what? Permitted. If I said permitted, I would not have walked with this much. He showed like that. I thought he's going to say something. He said, then he said, permitted. As if he is the Chief Justice of Supreme Court of India. Permitted. Once you are given permission, I have to prove myself. Otherwise, you may think that I have forgotten the answer. Shall I tell you what he said? Look at the sentence. At the end of this session, if you remember that particular sentence, good enough. You have served the purpose for this session. You want to say it again? Yes.
This student is equally important like the rest of us.
Oh, yeah, this student is equally important like other students. Give a huge clap, yeah, 99. What's your name?
Bosco.
Bosco, very good. Bosco, 99. Kindly permit to give 100 marks to myself. Though it's not my answer, but what Rajinikanth said, report in the papers I'm going to give, credit goes to him. But I will be the medium by which I give it. He said, you're talking about one student. Look at the way. It's not one student, one generation. Give him a big clap. It's not one student, one generation. Some of the answers that came may be coming somewhere closer. But this sharply put, straightly put, solidly put, substantially. Don't call him, don't say one student. One generation. How many are here now? How many are here in this hall? Give a number of viewers. Simply a number.
Yes.
70 plus. What is the exact number? Somebody says 80 here, you say 70 plus. Exact number. Because each number matters here. When he says, don't say one generation. Even if he says 70 plus means you say at least 72, 73. Okay, 73. 73 generations are now getting motivated. You should have that particular vision of your life. The number does not matter. That is called quantity. What matters is quality. Quality. I repeat, what the Rajinikanth, a teacher, a village school teacher in his 20s, when he can have that particular purpose and goal and vision and focus, why not you? Why not I? Why not? Good? Over? Now we come to the second M. Second M. That is mission. MISSION. I'm not going to ask many questions here because I want to proceed further. When I finish everything, in case you have got any questions, and you can ask, I'm at your service. Okay? Good. But now the mission means, that means the motto for oneself. The first M is for oneself. We can write here. Because simply we can, yes. What's the date today? Yes. 11th of October, August 2025. You can forget me at the end of this session, but don't forget this date. We have only 1 hour, but within that, I like to place before you. First one, I have already done it. That is, you need to go by certain motto. That is for oneself. For oneself. You need to have a dream. You need to have a vision. We may be talking on the 2025, August 11th. You should think of 11th of August 2050. At the time, certainly you will be there. I may not be there. But you should be roaming this session. You need that particular spark. And that will be your spirit. And finishing the course at JD Academy of Excellence is only secondary, if not tertiary. What you acquire for yourself, for your future, is a primary. And that is priority number 1. Number 1. If Rajinikanth say the number does not matter, that is one, but one generation. Comes the second one. And the second one is number 2. That is mission. Mission. And this is for others. Here I like to know, make a reference to, I am now following another dynamics. In the first CM, I gave the name and it took some time. But second one, I am not going to take much time. But instead of giving the name, I'm going to do the ulta. Ulta means eka. Opposite. I am opposite. I give all the description. Then you hit the name. You can say any name except your name. Okay? That particular person came originally from Portuguese. Then he married somebody, and that is German. And he came, both were over here in India, if not in Tamil Nadu. And they had only one son by name Christopher. And the son's name is Christopher. And the wife's name is Mary. But I'm not referring to that particular gentleman. Okay? The name you should give. Okay? Now what happened? The Christopher went for further studies outside. But he departed eventually. Because of which, that Mary, the mother of Christopher, and the wife of Dash, and that particular, Mary really lost her mental balance and became a wanderer, running up and down here, losing herself, so to say. This particular gentleman could not control her because the loss of one son really made a tragic a moment for that particular lady. And he also went through the tragic experience because only one son. But the point is that now what happened? One side the son has gone, the other side wife is of this one, and he really became a rather hopeless, helpless. But still, towards the end, before he departed, possibly because we don't know about that particular Mary, what happened eventually, because after some time she started disappearing, absconding, searching, sometime got back, eventually could not get back. I could not get her back. In the meantime, that particular gentleman, he had certain property. And he said, okay, I lost my son, Christopher. Okay, my wife is, I myself do not know. In that way, he wrote the will so that instead of my son, Christopher, instead of my wife, Mary, I bequeath all these things for the benefits of the generations to come. I can go on, but I cut here to ask Gurumala Murgun, who could have been that particular person. Very good. Give me a huge clap. That is, you call it JD. And the archdiocese has now spent the money over here, all because of this particular demanding. You should give him a big clap. JD, John the Moon. You can go to the Wikipedia. Further details are given. And this morning when I prepared for this talk, I went through all the details. But I'm controlling myself. All the details, I was simply highly taken up by that particular gentleman. And he's buried here in Kovalam. And then the Christopher, the son's bones were brought, buried here. Wife, nowhere, because details are not known where she had gone eventually. And John tried his best, and the point is, but in vain. I don't know whether you will be making a visit over there to Kovalam to see the picture of this particular gentleman who has invested money to the Archdiocese Catholic Archdiocese of Madras Mayapur so that they can do this sort of services. He has put it nicely, it's not for any other purpose, only for the benefit of the upcoming generation. He could not go to Kovalam, don't worry, at least walk over there to the cathedral, which is your next campus. Just begin that there's a museum, and the museum has got the picture of the Monday. Give him a big clap again. That's a mission. That's a mission. I call upon you as you are now going through this particular institute, and you need to also have, if he can, JD, again, why not you? You should thank God for others. It may go both together, but still, the first one is more in terms of self-motivation, and whereas the second is in terms of contribution to the least of the lost, to the poorest, and to the neediest, or to the sidelined, or to the marginalized, or oppressed, or suppressed, or who have been humiliated, and you have been dehumanized. You can go on with the words. But what matters is you cannot live for yourself. The first one may give you, you need to have a vision. The second one, you need to become a men and women for others who stand in need of your succor and support and solidarity. How you do? Again, you have to think of. That even you can start doing here. Shall I give you an example? Here itself. Mission is not only outside, even mission here. Okay? You're in the class, there are about 30 or 20, whatever be the number. And the lessons are going on, the sessions are going on. But you notice, even among the 20, 30, in your own unit, there are one or two first generation coming from a very, very, what I call a remote area. And for those persons, your own fellow students, over here, and they are unable to really grasp the matter. They are finding difficult to really cope up with the demands. At the time, they are asking for the clarification to the resource persons, and they may be ready, but still, they are not really coming up. They are losing their self-confidence. At that time, extend the hand of solidarity, the submission. And outside the session, spend half an hour, 15 minutes a day. If not, at least every other day. If not, 1 or 2 hours a week. And they help them to come up. I tell you without any hesitation, when you extend your hand of a succor to the other person, you also will grow in your cognition. God's blessings will be there. And those who are Catholics or Christians here, and I can tell you, in the words of Jesus, be a good Samaritan. Good Samaritan. And be the other center. Comes the third one. Let me get the time here. 51. Oh, there's still time. Very good. The third one. Third M, that is called, I use this word. What is this one? Read it. Very good. Now here I'm now referring to your own training. So I thought of 5 points touching upon the 5 different areas. So first one, in terms of your future, personal future. Second, in terms of the neediest, even here. And if not, even in course of time, as Dimundo said, the third one is maximization. That means when you are now going through your education, formation, orientation with all your qualification in an institute like this, the resource persons may give you certain references, certain books, or certain sources to really update yourself. There comes this point. What is that one? Maximize. Your resource person may refer to 2. Do it another 2. 2 plus 2. But this is the best time. You have to expand the horizon of your updating. And thereby, because you may not get the time like this when you go out of the campus of JD Academy of Excellence. This is the best time. And you will have lots of time. Only thing you have to budget the time. And budget the time and think more, read more, reflect more, and then acquire and procure more and more information and get yourself updated and well informed. This faculty members may not be able to suggest to you. They will say, these are the bibliography, these are the things you have to do, this is an assignment, and this is the one. And accordingly, you have to do that one. Whatever is being proposed to you, you should certainly do, but don't put the full stop. Put comma. Do more and more. Maximize. Maximize. Good. Come to the next one, the fourth one. Fourth one. That is called MT. MT. I will expand that one. MT. T means tasking. M means very good. Give them a big clap, yeah. The guy, yeah. Group number one, all. Now I know the technique. I know. If I ask group number one, they don't want to answer. If I don't mention group number one, they answer. Unfortunately, I learned this one only now. Otherwise, I would have followed this technique from the beginning. Stand there and simply, and they are giving the answer. And you multitasking. Multitasking. This you may not be able to do now, but you acquire the skills. And tomorrow, when you leave this campus, you may get employed or here and there. Don't shrink yourself. Don't limit yourself. Do multitasking. I myself, I don't know whether I can tell you, but I am now talking not hypothetically. I'm talking very, very experientially, practically, and that way personally. Shall I tell you? Shall I tell you? I'm doing 21 works. 21 works. I'm what I call 21 ministries. And as a professor in 20 places in India and abroad. I'm a civil lawyer. I'm a writer. The latest book has come out just last week, 97th book. If I now tell you something more, you won't believe, but you should believe, then only we can end the session. Shall I tell you? I do not know typing. Everything's handwritten. Handwritten. I give to somebody to type it. I don't have laptop. I don't have mobile. If there's a mind, there's a marker. So I am learning 5 movements. And Father Sebastian mentioned only one. That is donor movement. From donation to body donation. There are 20 donations one can do. I have written 5 books on that. I address even the college, what you call medical colleges. Though I'm not qualified, but put in readings, maximize. And that involved multitasking. 21. And last year, I asked my Jesuit provincial's permission, then Archbishop George's permission. I'm staying in your parish as a free service. I told Archbishop, don't pay me anything. I don't, not even for mass. I don't take money, everything common. But I like to give my heart and soul. So tomorrow afternoon, after meeting Archbishop, the meeting, then I rushed tomorrow afternoon, evening, I've got 2 masses, 5:30, 6:30. Then I sit for counseling, visit families. There are hospitals, orphanages, all extra work, multitasking. God bless us. And I can tell you more than this one. You should be doing more than this fellow. They are much more skilled and qualified. I belong to last century, yeah? I'm a senior citizen. And very shortly I will be reaching November the 2nd. But you should be doing more. Multitasking. 21 tasks. And there's no time to give the list, but you please believe me, so that I go to the last one and end the session. Now look at the next one. So multitasking. Number 5. That is tan, tan, tan. What is that one? What is that one? M-A-D, you know it. Huh? Why are you looking at me as if I am the only one? It's a theory. With that, we are ending the session. Anybody wants to attempt? It's a sociology theory. I like to end with that note. M-A-D. M-A-D. I'm not asking group number 1 because they have got the answer. I'm not asking the group number 2, they will be put out. So anybody wants to answer? MAD. We are finishing the session. How many minutes more? 58. Exactly, we are finishing on time. Ta ta ta. MAD. Anybody wants to attempt? Good. Shall I make a difference? It's a sociology theory. And that means MAD means, now the make a difference means, that is called, you should be creating. Creativity. That is make a difference. You can do in a routinized way, traditionalized way, a customized way, but you should take the road that is less traveled by. Make a difference. I don't know whether you would have noticed, even this session was a make a difference. This session was a make a difference. When I walked in, you would have not thought. I don't even use the mic system, but any father said you will be recorded. I used to have simply given a lecture from there, but this will make a difference. And I get the interaction, dialogue. Whether the answers are correct or not, you appreciate. Whether body language is correct or not, you appreciate. Whether they answer the question or not, appreciate. But anyhow, that way, make a difference, make a difference. I like to end my session with my gratitude for the Sebastian and all of you who attended and participated and contributed to the thought process by quoting somebody that is the American English poet by name Robert Frost. The last one that sums up. Two roads diverge in the woods. And I took the one that was less traveled by, and that made all the difference. Two roads diverge in the woods. The one road is everybody goes by that one. Take a risk, going by all these things. Motto, mission, maximization, multitasking. Take the road that is less traveled by. Make a difference. Make a difference. I wish you all the best. My prayers for you. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to stand before the last 60 minutes and thereby entertain you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. For a assessment, I like to see that those who answer that question, can you start? You have to check them and take a photo, color photo. Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4, 5. Very good. By the way, you're a photo.
Raymond, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know whether I have got so many. Those who don't Tamil, I know you said it in Tamil. I brought one up on this. Not big, because. Anybody that know Tamil? Tamil?
Except two all know Tamil. These two, they don't.
English. Yes. Except this one, no?
English.
Very good. Was not any. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. The bag is everything. Very good.
So good, please be seated, yes. Yeah. So I think that all will be happy to attend this session. And also those who are in the online, they will be seeing for Jerry, maybe those who are seeing first time. Right, good. How was the session? Got motivated? Okay, any one of you just stand up and say one-liner and say thanks to Father Jerry? Or I will be starting to ask everyone. Get up, fast. Yes? That's motivation. Okay, good, very good. Everybody else? Yes.
When you go out, please give the book. I will give you.
Anybody else? You can say in Tamil also if you want. First, yes. Ajresh. Powerful speech. Okay.
But you did not have the joy of see, because I only gave powerful speech, but you were very powerful.
Yeah, good. Anybody else? I thought that everyone will stand up and say. Okay. Yes, I mean, you only. Most ways.
Father, this was very unusual that no one said that I have ever attended this session. And I'm so grateful that you'll be here today. And Father, actually, I'm very curious. I'm very curious to know that how you are able to come up with such knowledge, wisdom, and
Very loaded question. Anyway, thank you very much for Bosco for asking. Nothing but this one, no. I understand. I put it across that one to you while standing there. If there's a mind, there's a marker. You have to read it. Then you are found. Is there? I said it also this way. I don't have what you call social media. But I have a mind. And God bless us. And it is there, I said, you should be doing much more. Because God has given you lots of other skills and talents and gifts and blessings for you. And you can do all the also in terms of will of this.
Okay, Abhisha?
I know why you like that thing is the because I thought he's like an actor. That's why the people thought he's an actor. But now I know his story. That's why he's called. Thank you for this.
Very good. Give us a big clap. Can I hand you something more than three? Now you will agree with me that and the Maharashtra Rajinikanth is a true Rajinikanth, true superstar.
Okay.
How come all the answers are coming from
Come
that?
this side. Okay, we'll. Smiley. So I have to name now.
Actually, I met you when I was 10th grade.
What is this grade?
10th grade, yeah. And then my school days. அன்னைக்கு ஒரு நல்லா தான் இருந்தேன் அன்னைக்கு மாசத்துல பாரு பார்த்தேன் சேம் அப்ப இருக்க மோட்டிவேஷன் ஆகுதோ அதே மாதிரி இன்னைக்கும் இருக்கு தேங்க்யூ சோ மச் ஃபாதர் தேங்க்யூ சோ மச்
Thank you.
Okay. Last bench. Joida.
Thank you so much.
Okay. So Amit is from Jharkhand. And she's also from Jharkhand. Alka. He's a youth leader.
Oh,
Yeah, and
youth leader where?
Jharkhand.
Okay. Which diocese you going to? Which one? I came just about 10 months ago in James College. I just about 1,200 in men and women, other boys and girls from all over the country.
I like difference what you made. You have made a difference and energy you have shown to us. In this age, you are having this much of energy and you are capable of doing lots of tasks that we are not able to. We are always questioning us whether we are able to do or not. And when you are like a motivation, you yourself is like a motivation. So,
So I think that no one will complain that too much of things to be studied or so much of hours to be spent and also tired, sick, all that cannot be said. Father is 72 and no one can imagine that he is 72, right? So much of energy, so much of what we call the enthusiasm, and all that he can pass to others, that motivation, the energy which we can get. So that is why we invited Father. Actually, Father, last time I invited, that group did not get. Few of them have received this. And your group is lucky to have him here. And I think that you are all challenged. Yes? Yes, oh, those who have challenged, raise your hand. Those who have challenged, அதனால யாரெல்லாம் சவாலுக்கு அழைக்கப்பட்டீங்களோ கை தூங்க பார்ப்போம். Those who are challenged by him. Yes, I will do more than this. அப்படின்றவங்க யாரு? ஓகே, ஒரு சிலர் அதோட அதையே பண்ண முடியும். Okay, thank you. I think that most of you should learn, and we have to grow, and also we have to contribute. So, Father, thank you so much, Father, for coming over here and spending your precious time. And these people definitely are very, very, what to say, promising. And they will be someday, they will become somebody, and also they will motivate like you to the others. So thank you, and take care. Okay, you can go to your classes. You have only, yeah. Smiley? Yes. Okay. Okay, FMs. FMs, huh? Okay, good. Thank you. Thank you. You have less time, so you have to rush, go, and you need to get up for your class. Yeah.
Maybe they see you last time.
On the discount, you can take mass.